Hello, I'm Jimmy D'Angelo, and today I'm going to give you a speech about why driving fast really isn't that cool and why you probably shouldn't do it. So, when a lot of teenagers get their license, they want to drive fast and drive a lot of friends around. And I would know from probably about first-hand experience because when I first got my license, that's all I want to do. All I want to do was drive my friends around and drive fast because I thought it looked cool. So, the moral of the story is driving fast really isn't cool and it'll get you in a lot of trouble. So, the main points of my story is going to be the type of car I drive, how I end up into my situation, and what was my situation. To give you a little background on my car, I drive a 2014 white Ford Fusion. Pretty good on gas. It wouldn't say it's as fast as a Cheetah, but like it's not going to be the slowest car in the world, like a turtle. So, yeah, it fits about 3 or 4 of my friends in the car, so more than enough room to fit a lot of people. So that's just a background on my car and like what it looks like. So leading up to my situation was we were all chilling in my house, me and my couple friends, and we decided that it was a Sunday night around like 8:30. We decided that we'd go watch a Sunday night football game at Pizza Hut because they had a buffet going around and it was cheap and we're in high school, so it was something to do. So we left at my house around like 8:30 to go to Pizza, which is about 15 minutes away to catch the end of the second half of the football game. So we got there and we got seated and there's 3 or 4 of us. 15 minutes away from my house is the Pizza Hut. So we had to hop on the interstate and then go through a couple stoplights and go into Pizza Hut. So when we got there, we all went up to the buffet and we all ate, and then we waited like we were probably there for like 30, 45 minutes, finished the game, probably just the fourth quarter of the game, and decided that it was late on a school night that we had school the next morning, so we're gonna go, and probably about 10 o'clock we left. So we hopped back into my car and decide that we will take not the interstate back home, but the back way home. But you gotta go through a couple stoplights before you get to the back way. So we get in my car, we all pile in, and at the time I'm 16, so I'm not supposed to have more than one other driver with me. So I have 3 or 4 at the time, and which is already illegal. So we get in the car and we pull up on the first stoplight, and to my left is a black Mustang. Definitely a car that's faster than mine, but so all my friends were hyping me up and wanted to race. So we all had the windows down and we were yelling at the car, like, let's race, let's race. So the Mustang was like, yeah, let's race. So when I saw the cop, he was coming through the stoplight and on the other side, and he saw us with the lights on in my car, and he did a U-turn actually through the other stoplight. So he did that, and then he was behind us, but no one realized he was behind us. So when the light turned green in front of us, me and the Mustang took off, and the Mustang was probably way out in front of me. And then as the light was coming closer, we caught the Mustang and ended up beating the Mustang at the stoplight. So the light turned red, the Mustang peeled off and turned left, and we were stuck at the stoplight, and the cop was behind us. So when that light turned green, like, we went through it, and as soon as we went through it, the cop turned his lights on. And that's when we realized, oh, we are in big trouble. Or I at least realized I was in big trouble. So I pulled over, and the cop comes knocking on the window and says, can I get your license and registration? I give him that, and he says, do you know what you were doing, sir? And I said, yeah, I was speeding. I was just trying to maybe say I was just speeding. He goes, yes, sir, but you're also underage driving, which, I mean, you're not underage, but you have too many people for how old you are. You were speeding, racing, and you all didn't have your seatbelts on. So that's 4 tickets he was gonna write me. So I was a little upset and I was a little frustrated. So he went back to his car and looked it up, and he comes back 5 minutes later and says, today must be your lucky day, sir, because the chief of police said I will let you off with a verbal warning, but this should be a lesson for you, because if you would have got these tickets, you would have had your license taken away until you're 21 years old. So the moral of my story is, don't drive fast. It's not really that cool. And follow the laws. It's not cool to not follow the laws. Thank you. Have a good day.